All the girls, the fashion goes nuts. People with dreadlocks, people with lots of shoes. A lot of shoes and stuff. And then you end up with these sorts of scenes all over Sydney, and it's in Adelaide and Melbourne, all over the place. So it's just really nice to walk around streets and see people out on the street and doing things. And they're kind of doing something good for the world, because they're not buying new stuff now, they're recycling and making a market for this stuff. But all they think that is going to be a bargain and having some fun. They don't think they're changing the world. I love that photo, she's just so happy. And we give out awards because it helps people. It's really good. The best thing we do is people can see what the sales are. Young people. Again, back to this feedback loop. It's so important. If you do good, you've got to tell people you did good. If you don't tell people, they don't know. So we go through and spend ages figuring out how much stuff got sold, or how many people everybody met, all this sort of stuff, and feeding it back to make sure people go, next year I'll be part of it. Really, really important. And the other thing we particularly like to do is make the point that there's only 2 people who run this thing full time. Yet that's the amount of media, government, organisations who get involved. You know, so that when you get a good idea, getting other people involved in creating a network is so fundamental to make it happen, because you can't control a project that size. And it's silly to try. But most importantly, coming back to why we do these things, there is a why. It's not just about having a bit of a folly, you know. If we pilot high, we've already in the 3 years we've done it, redistributed 2.5 times the height of Mount Everest in stuff that we've moved around out of cupboards, and some of it's coming probably for next year. But it's kind of interesting. You can change the world through this stuff. But then I look at that and go, that's not climate change. And you go, yeah, it doesn't matter, because it translates, because I can show you one now, which is from the UK. It is about climate change that I think is really nice, and it starts right here. If I had held that photo up to you, you come to me and say, I need something to help stop climate change. And I go, here it is, here's the answer. You'd think I was enough, right? So the daggy jumper. Yeah. This is one of my favourite campaigns. These guys in the UK have gone, the daggy jumper could be the answer to really decreasing energy usage. Yeah, because if people put on a jumper, they don't turn up the heater as much. So they've gone, the daggy jumper, let's not just do any jumper, let's make the daggy jumper the coolest thing in town. So they've gone out there and they've pushed it out through all the fashion media, go and find your grandma, pull out all our old really terrible jumpers and ones she's given you for Christmas, and let's wear them. This is the coolest new thing in town. And they've called this thing, turn up the style, so you can turn down the heat. And they've gone to, and look, you've got the local pool lounge, and you've got all these sort of model types showing in their amazingly horrible jumpers. And then they've put it out there that my style is ridiculous. It's cool to look bad in these awful jumpers. And just starting getting people sending in all their photos of how bad can you make your jumper. They go beyond that too, so they go get top model involved. It's England's top model last year, UK's top model. And they do these bad jumper workshops, which you can see in the top left, where they say, if you've got a jumper that's bad but not bad enough, we'll bring it down and make it really bad, so that you get all this stuff that you can sew onto your jumper until it looks absolutely shocking and you're really cool. Nice, isn't it? So that's a really nice way to go. We always talk about energy saving, you've got to save energy, save energy. These people are tapping the young market going, you've got to wear an uncool jumper and then you'll be too hot to want the heater on. Pretty smart stuff. And they do get the messaging in there that everybody knows they're doing it for a reason. It's not just about the jumper. They do know that they're doing this because they're actually doing something about climate change in their own little way. Now, I know this sounds all like a little bit of fun, and yeah, it's kind of cool, but what about the serious stuff? But the thing that's I find fascinating about this is the really serious stuff that underpins it. This is a simple chart that we've adapted from a very complicated thing called integral theory. And what integral theory tells you is that no one piece of communication will change someone's behaviour. Probably my favourite quote on behaviour change wrong is, you can't change people's behaviour, and it's rude to try. Because it is. Think about it yourself. Someone going to change my behaviour? Oh yeah, you just made me keep up that behaviour. You know, isn't that the truth? What you can do is coerce them and show them and kind of suggest to them that there's a better way. And what this is all about is exactly that. And it divides the world into 2 things. On an individual level, I have to have a reason to do something. On a collective level, though, I have to feel part of something. If I'm the only one doing it, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be a freak. It also has a perception reality level. You have to make me feel like we're part of something, but you also got to show me in reality that there's other people doing this. So that's the simplest of axes. When you break it down, make it fun sits right there. You go, if it's fun, I want to do it. I know what's in it for me. That's the what's in it for me quadrant. doesn't always have to be fun. It can also be cycling is a great example in this space. Cycling, you can lose weight and save yourself some money on your trip to work. That's a more rational reason. You'll have fun is a more fun reason. Garage sales trail, you'll save money, get rid of some stuff, and you'll have a good day. There's a reason for me at a personal level to do it. That's still not enough. I won't act just on a personal reason. And that's where most communications goes wrong, especially in the climate change space, is everyone stops there. If I give you a logical or an emotional reason to do it, you'll do it. Doesn't work. What's wrong? Something's missing. Well, the next thing you need to do is you need to show me how. You've got to take me through this and show me how to do it, which is why that might just seem like Rocky Elson taking you through his garage. It's actually demonstrating the sort of stuff you can sell, that you can make it a fun thing, it's easy, anyone can do it. It's giving you this demonstration. Works again in bicycling. You notice that councils trying to get people to ride bikes, they make little days in parks, they go, come on down, try riding a bike. Demonstrate, show me I can do it. The third quadrant, make me a part of something bigger. And this is where you've got to socialise it. And this is where the garage sales trail again comes in. You want me to have one of my own? I don't really, can't be bothered. Oh, everyone in the street's having one? Hell yeah, I'm in, let's do it. So make me feel like I'm part of a movement. Same with the jumpers. I'm not wearing that jumper. Oh, unless everyone else is wearing them this year. Then I'll look stupid, because if I don't wear the jumper, actually I'll be the person who's uncool and look stupid. If I do wear it, I'll be part of the cool crew. So you've got to make me feel part of something. And finally, you've got to show me how this works. So you've got to take photos. You've got to get out there and put out the media. Look, everybody's wearing bad jumpers this year. Look, everybody's having a garage sale, and that's the sorts of things people do. So, my time is up. I was given a very strict time frame. But I hope what you get out of that is that fun might feel like this frivolous way to approach this, and when we're dealing with such an important, difficult issue as climate change, it can be so tempting to go down the this is serious path. But if you can move it and you can keep a serious underpinning in it, that we are trying to do something proper, but we can make this a social, fun, show me a better world outcome, that's actually how you should behave in our experience. Thank you very much. If you want to do anything you need, it's all up there. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Look, thanks very much, Ben. That's the serious bit of that's the fun bit of the evening. No, the fun bit of the evening is about to start, so you're going to get some dinner, have a good conversation, enjoy yourselves. The thing about South Australia and Adelaide is that it's relatively small, and these networks make a big difference. But taking a message, a leaf out of Ben's book, have some fun.